right, can you introduce yourself and tell us how you're connected with Covenant Church?
I'm Tirus, and this is Winnie, Githaka. We are based in Kenya. We work as missionaries across East Africa. We were introduced to Covenant about around 2013. As at that time, Pastor Dave Fenska was the pastor. We came with a friend who was coming to speak to the church. And so he introduced us to the church and we got connected, and that relationship has continued till to date.
What is God doing in your ministry right now?
You want me to say?
Well, I'll say one and then you can say the other one. One of the most recent initiatives that we've taken, we've been working with communities for a very long time. But it's in working with communities that we've realized the gap between pastors' training and the discipleship that happens in their churches. And as missionaries, of course, when you go to the communities, people receive Christ, then we encourage them to attend the churches, but then the pastors are not well equipped to do the discipleship. So one of the programs we've recently started is pastors training, but it goes beyond theological training. It also goes to equipping the pastors to be self-sustaining, so that they are not dependent on their very small congregants, but also equipping them with some basic theological training so they can do ministry effectively in their churches.
That's amazing.
Yeah, true. Just as Winnie mentioned, statistically, it says that only about maybe up to 12% of local pastors in Kenya either have a diploma or a degree. So you find quite a high proportion, maybe from 75 to 80%, who do not have any theological training. And so we've stepped in to try and fill in this gap by providing what I would call lay pastoral training in theology, and also empowerment through other skills like improved agriculture, dealing with finances, starting a business, with the intention being that the pastor does not have to rely on his congregation for support, but instead the pastor can also be able to do something on the side to support himself. So by doing that, we are also helping the pastors be able to keep the new converts in his church, because previously we had situations where unfortunately you'd have some of the new converts maybe falling in through sort of a basket with holes because nobody is actually taking care of them. So that's just one aspect of some of the things that we are doing within the region.
Do you feel like you've seen some examples of success with that so far?
Yes, yes, we can talk about several aspects. We can talk about a certain group we are working with in Western Kenya that has gradually grown from basic agriculture to being able to do chicken runs for their own homes, for their own food, then gradually developing it to such a commercial, I'll actually call it a commercial venture, where they got a small loan from the local government, the local county government, and they've been able to establish a small mill to be able to manufacture chicken feed for sale within the community. So we've seen, this is just one example of different things that we've seen happening in the different communities. Others doing beekeeping, processing honey.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
Great. Is there a message or anything that you want to share with Covenant while you're here?
Yes.
I think the first one is just say thank you. Thank you so much for your support, and it's been consistent. And I'm not talking about financial support only, I'm talking about also psychological support. We get to talk to Peter especially sometimes, and just that encouragement that we've received from Covenant over the years. So thank you so much. It's been very encouraging, and we come here, we feel at home, because there's so many people who know us and they welcome us and they listen. Yeah, that's truly care for us, and we appreciate it. That's awesome.
Yeah, true. Getting that phone call from Peter and Lisa, sometimes at some of the lower points of our lives just sort of pushes you up.
Yeah.
And then also getting to know quite a number of Covenant family whom we've known over the years. So it's really nice. It's the thought at the back of your mind that someone is praying for you when you're out there in the field, and it's really nice. Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Great. Yeah.